Hey, Chris Ferguson here with Medisweet Herbals in beautiful Cabot, Arkansas. We're in triple-digit weather, very hot out there, so we are inside. And we're continuing on with our Natural Home Remedies, Part 4B. If you remember before, we talked about cinnamon in Part 4A, but it was basically in relation to diabetes. And if you haven't seen that one, you have diabetes or you have a loved one with diabetes, it has a lot of information on how to use cinnamon in a way that can actually help your diabetes and all the different things that it works on in your body. So if it's more than just sprinkling it on your toast, that's not enough. You need to take the medicinal amount, and this video shows exactly how much to take, how to take it, when to take it, stuff like that. Today we're going to be talking about cinnamon and other aspects of how it can help your body. It can help your body with cold and flu, it can help your body with stomach ailments, it's an antifungal, and a few other things as well. It's a warming herb. It's along the lines of ginger and cayenne. It will open the capillaries in the body, and a lot of times it's used with the other herbs just to help them be absorbed as well into the body. When it's used for colds and flu, cinnamon is itself an antiviral, so anything in its vicinity, if it goes in your body, it will kill the viruses that it comes into contact with. Beyond that, it will stimulate your immune system to create more white blood cells so they can kill the viruses. So you have two things going on when it comes to colds and flu, and you take cinnamon. You've got the cinnamon itself that can kill viruses, and then you have the immune stimulation. So hopefully you can get over the colds and flu a lot faster. When it comes to stomach issues, cinnamon can be a carminative and an antispasmodic. A carminative is related to gas, and it dispels gas. It kind of bursts all those little bubbles in there so you don't have gas anymore. And it is also an antispasmodic, which means it kind of relaxes the muscles in the stomach. Your stomach has a lot of muscles, and it calms it down, helps keep it from cramping up. It's also good for gastritis. And some people, they'll get gastritis and they'll have it for quite a while, like up to a month. They won't really know what's causing it. A lot of times it's a viral infection, or they got it from food poisoning or something like that. But the cinnamon will help block the body chemicals that create the inflammation that keeps that gastritis going in the layers of the stomach. So cinnamon is very good for that. And it also stops the formation of peptic ulcers. Some people are prone to getting peptic ulcers. Taking cinnamon on a regular basis can help with that, can help stop some of that. Cinnamon is also an antifungal, and it's an effective treatment for yeast infections that are resistant to the pharmaceutical drug diflucan. Diflucan sometimes is taken as like a mouthwash for thrush. Thrush is a yeast infection in the mouth and throat. You'll see like white patches. Sometimes babies get it. It just means the immune system is down and the yeast has kind of gotten the upper hand. But sometimes diflucan will become resistant, and it won't kill that yeast. But cinnamon can come in and finish the job. So that's a good thing to know if you suffer from a condition like that, that you can use cinnamon to help with that disorder. Cinnamon can also reduce excess bleeding found with menstrual problems in women, and it can help normalize periods, so you can kind of get back to normal. Cinnamon, when you use cinnamon for these problems, the stomach problems, the antifungal use, the colds, you usually make it in a tea. And so you would have a hot beverage and you'd use about a half a teaspoon of cinnamon in that beverage. You can use it several times a day to make yourself feel better. Some people will use like a lemon, use a whole lemon in a warm cup of water, half teaspoon of honey, and then that half teaspoon of cinnamon, especially when they have the colds and flu. Another thing that you can use or make yourself is called a tincture. And when you go into a health food store, you'll see like bottles lined up with all the little droppers on top. Those are usually tinctures, and they are so easy to make. So all you have to do to make a cinnamon tincture would be to get a glass bottle that has the cinnamon sticks in it. And cinnamon, it's just the shaved bark of the tree. They shaved it off, and then it kind of rolled up when it dried, and it's like extremely hard. It's like brick hard. Smells good still though. But anyway, you don't need extra equipment. Just use the cinnamon bottle. And then you would need food grade alcohol like vodka. Some people get creative and they'd use like a cherry brandy or something. If it's like a 30% alcohol content, it's fine, and it'll last for 2 to 3 years. So all you have to do would be your food grade alcohol, and you would pour it in your cinnamon sticks. You want to cover them about 1/4 of an inch, and put the cap on it, and then kind of shake it, kind of tap it, make sure you don't have any air bubbles in there. And then you would shake it twice a day for 2 weeks, and that's all it takes. In 2 weeks, you've got your tincture. It's really easy to make. You're not going to get drunk off of this, because this is pulling all the medicinal properties out of the cinnamon. It's concentrating that herbal medicinal property. So all you would need would be about 15 to 20 drops in either a cup of hot water or cold water, whichever. If you use hot water, the alcohol will tend to dissipate, but 20 drops, I mean, you know, you're not going to get intoxicated off of that. Good for, again, like I said, gas problems or spasming or cramping in your stomach. So I want to thank you again for watching my video today. I've made a printed sheet that I can email to you as an attachment, and it basically covers, we've made about 5 videos on natural home remedies. You can take the sheet and print it out and just attach it in your kitchen cupboard, and when you wake up in the middle of the night, which is what this series was for, your doctor's closed, you have no access to anything that's going to make you feel better, the pharmacy's closed, whatever. You have a sore throat, you know, you come to your chart, you say sore throat, and you see rosemary. You've got your medicine cabinet right here. You've got your herbs, something to make your sore throat feel better, or any other of these melodies can help you feel so much better. That's the purpose. So if you go to my website, on the information blog, which is about the 3rd page on that site, there's a comment box at the bottom. Just leave your name and your email and that you want one of these sheets, and I will get that back to you as soon as possible. So once again, I'm Chris Ferguson with MediSweet Herbals, and here's to your health.